The Super Mario of Dreams, the patriotic American, or the one who likes turnips. It doesn't matter how you know it, because here we will tell you all the secrets of the strangest Super Mario Bros. Game in history. It's fine if you like digging up turnips, but this time dig up the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't rest on your laurels. Here you have 25 secrets of Super Mario Bros. 2. There isn't just one Super Mario Bros. 2. On one hand, there's Super Mario Bros. 2: The Lost Levels, which was exclusive to Japan and was like Super Mario Bros. But much harder. It was so difficult that a more accessible but quite odd game called Super Mario Bros. 2 was created for the rest of the world. The game is strange because it wasn't originally a Super Mario game.
What?
Before becoming Super Mario Bros. 2, it was known as Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic, a Japanese game by Nintendo with different characters and little relation to the Mario world. What you played is a restyling of the Japanese Doki Doki Panic. Since it derived from Doki Doki Panic, Super Mario Bros. 2 included some secondary characters from the Mario world that became playable for the first time. Luigi had already been in games like Mario Bros., but this was the debut of Princess Peach and Toad as heroes. Each character had special powers. Luigi could slide and jump very far, Peach could fly temporarily with her dress, and Toad could run faster than the others. Mario, being the superstar, never needed any special powers. Nintendo hasn't always been progressive on social issues. According to the manual of Super Mario Bros. 2, Birdo is a male who believes he is female and prefers to be called Birdetta. It wasn't an inclusive portrayal, but rather mocking. A behavior Nintendo has since changed, as seen with Vivian in the remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door for the Nintendo Switch. In short, the manual was problematic, even misnaming Birdo as Ostro. Super Mario Bros. 2 may have been one of the most influential games in the Mario universe. Luigi, Peach, and Toad's powers originated here and appeared in future games like Super Mario 3D World and even Super Mario Bros. Wonder, where some badges granted powers like the crouching high jump or the floating high jump. The big boss of Super Mario Bros. 2 is Wart, a giant angry-faced frog who only appears in this Mario game. He also appears in Zelda: Link's Awakening, teaching Link the Frog Song of Soul. If Luigi finishes off Wart, the victory celebration is a bit different, with him making one jump instead of two. This is due to timing, as Luigi takes longer to jump than other characters. What came first, the orange color or the fruit? Can thirsty fish drink water? Unanswered questions of humanity, like what's behind the door Mario exits at the beginning of Super Mario Bros. 2? This has been solved by modifying the game. Entering the door leads to the same place. You go in and out, like Grandpa Simpson. The credits of Super Mario Bros. 2 are like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They're full of errors. Birdo was called Ostro, Hoopster was Hoopstar, and Claw Grip was Claw Glip. These mistakes weren't fixed in the Super Nintendo All-Stars version, but were corrected in Super Mario Advance for Game Boy Advance. This isn't something you'd use every day, but if you get tired of your game, you can die instantly with a secret code in Super Mario Bros. 2. On NES, you had to connect a second controller and hold up A and B on the pause menu. On Super Nintendo, it was easier. Just hold L and R and press select on the pause menu. Coming from Doki Doki Panic, Super Mario Bros. 2 has curious sprites like Aladdin's lamp, hearts, or dollars. Some of these elements even made it into the original game manual. At the end of each game, scores were divided based on character usage, counting benefits in dollars. The red potion creates a magic door to the subspace, an alternate world in Super Mario Bros. 2. Music plays here for 7 seconds, the maximum time characters can stay. However, game files revealed the music loop for 14 seconds, a melody fully heard for the first time in Super Mario Maker 2 for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo used an ingenious trick to bypass NES limitations. Character sprites could only show 3 colors. To simulate 4, they placed a white block behind and made the eyes transparent. This caused an error when passing through doors, turning the eyes black momentarily. Mario and Zelda worlds connect in the Dream universe, mixing characters in Super Mario Bros. 2 and Zelda Link's Awakening. Super Mario Bros. 2 was Mario's dream, while Link's Awakening was Link's dream after shipwrecking on Koholint Island. A staple character in Mario games is absent in Super Mario Bros. 2. While Toad, Peach, and Luigi took the spotlight for the first time, Bowser disappeared completely from this game. This is one of the few Super Mario games where Bowser does not appear as either an enemy or an ally. The cover art of Super Mario Bros. 2 isn't original, but a copy of the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 1 art, replacing the mushroom in Mario's hand with a turnip. Turnips became canon in this game, appearing in Captain Toad, Peach pulling turnips in Super Smash Bros., and Mario cooking with turnips in Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels, or Super Mario Bros. USA. Which of the two is the real Super Mario Bros. 2? Believe it or not, there is an undisputed winner, and it's not the one you expect. While The Lost Levels is a direct sequel to Super Mario Bros., fans and Nintendo consider Super Mario Bros. USA the true successor. Many of the enemies that appear in this game have become very iconic characters. The mechanic of grabbing and throwing companions was used in later installments. A two-player multiplayer mode was tested but ultimately discarded, and Luigi, Peach, and Toad's special powers influenced later Mario games. There is an enemy in Super Mario Bros. 2 that is invincible unless you make a special combination. If you get a star and at the same time stop the time, you can defeat a Phanto to stop him from messing around. But the party won't last long because it will reappear soon after. Super Mario Bros. 2 decided the final outfits for Mario and Luigi. In Super Mario Bros., Mario's overalls were red and his shirt brown. In Super Mario Bros. 2, the overalls became blue and the shirt red. While this was the direction, artwork still shows Mario with red overalls and a dark shirt. The Game Boy Advance version of Super Mario Bros. 2, called Super Mario Advance, had bizarre elements like a robotic Birdo, but it was gonna be much weirder because a dialogue was cut out, which is still among the game files, where he told Mario that he was going to kill him.
I'm gonna finish you off!
Every world in Super Mario Bros. 2 has 3 levels, except the last one, due to the Doki Doki Panic manual. The protagonists live an adventure inside a book with the last page torn out. That's why the last world doesn't have 3 stages, but 2. In the Super Mario Bros. 2 manual, this detail was omitted, and it was all a dream by Mario. Super Mario Bros. 2's story is the same as Doki Doki Panic, a game developed by Nintendo and Fuji Television. Since the theme wasn't suitable for international release, Mario and friends were made the protagonists, and the game was launched as Super Mario Bros. 2 in the West. There was a very important change in one of the characters in Super Mario Bros. 2 on NES when compared to Game Boy Advance. On the NES, Peach was called Princess Toadstool, the name by which the princess was known before she was Peach. In Game Boy Advance, the name was corrected to Peach to make it fully universal. The music that plays on the startup screen of Super Mario Bros. 2 is a remix of the Super Mario Bros. Water Stages song. As Super Mario Bros. 2 was quite successful in the West, and wanting to reuse the game, Nintendo re-released the game in Japan, but had a dilemma. They already had a Super Mario Bros. 2 with the Lost Levels, so they changed its name to Super Mario Bros. USA, leaving the second installment with one of the strangest names in the history of Nintendo. If you've been left wanting more, you can continue digging up secrets in the rest of the Super Mario Bros. Curiosities videos that will leave you here. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next ones. Thanks for watching. See you next time.